A contaminated site that sits along US 41 in Terre Haute is facing some changes. The city says it's an eyesore and a health hazard, and the time has come to take care of it. As News 10's Brittany Earle explains, the former Tony Petroleum building is one step closer to coming down.
Along US 41, sitting on the northwest edge of Indiana State University's campus, you'll find yourself greeted by this face. Broken glass, hazardous chemicals all sit on this vacant property. Terre Haute Chief Planner Pat Martin says it's not the most welcoming view.
We're going by here looking at it and we're thinking, oh, this is typical of Terre Haute. Well, it's not typical of Terre Haute, so therefore we would love to get rid of it in terms of an eyesore aspect.
The city first condemned the former Tony Petroleum building back in 2007. Tuesday, Martin asked the county commissioners to transfer the site to the city to remove the property from a pending tax sale.
The ownership is important for us because of grant funds, potential grant funds that we can get for demolition of the facility itself.
The city plans to tear down the property, eventually making it into a parking lot for ISU. That's because that's the only thing the land can be because it's a health hazard. You can practically smell the chemicals.
The building is highly contaminated in terms of what was in there. We've since taken that out, but there's still contamination present. It's a public nuisance. It's an eyesore.
Outside, they found tanks filled with petroleum. Below, groundwater with 16% diesel fuel. Inside, hazardous chemicals, forcing them to lock the doors. But come March, Martin hopes to change all that.
Yes, the idea is the city would acquire the property, the city would do the demolition, do the cleanup of the property, and then eventually sell the property or convey the property to Indiana State University.
The city already spent more than $40,000 to clean up the site, but Martin says there is still much to do before this face becomes a beauty. In Terre Haute with photojournalist Nick Nabesny, Brittany Earle, News 10.
Martin says when the city finally owns the property, they can start to work with IDEM and the EPA to receive funding to complete the cleanup process.